Welcome to this session on full-text Finder Basic Overview. This 30-minute webinar is for NHS library staff who are new to full-text Finder who would like a review of all the main features of both end-user and administrator functionality, especially with reference to the future implementation of the National Discovery Service for the NHS in England, which incorporates full-text Finder. I'm Richard Crook, Senior Manager for Training Services for the UK and Ireland. So thanks for watching this presentation today. By the end of this session, you'll be able to describe the purposes of the EBSCO Discovery Service, Publication Finder, full-text Finder, Link Resolver, and Holdings Management. You will also be able to locate publications in your collection and view full-text options, and also add or remove packages and individual titles from your holdings using Holdings Management in EBSCO Admin. And finally, you'll be able to find further support information on EBSCO Connect. We will therefore review the following key features: the EBSCO Discovery Service, which is the new National Discovery Service provided by Health Education England. We'll look at what is full-text Finder, give you an overview of that particular service, and then look at the component parts: Publication Finder, the full-text Finder Link Resolver, Holdings Management, and then finally we'll conclude with a visit to EBSCO Connect for more support information. As you are most likely by now aware, a new National Discovery Service provided by EBSCO is being implemented for NHS in England and will go live from September 2021. This is the Health Education England Knowledge and Library Hub, which will be the national gateway to high-quality knowledge resources. The scope of the service includes bibliographic databases, published and practitioner research, evidence summaries, online journals and textbooks, and links to expert librarian services. For further information about the Knowledge and Library Hub and its implementation, please go to the Health Education England website. So this is the example of the current homepage for the Knowledge and Library Hub, which we'll go to live shortly. So what is full-text Finder? Essentially, it's these three elements: the Publication Search Service, also known as Publication Finder, the Link Resolver, which is also full-text Finder, and Holdings and Linking Management, or HLM tool. So Publication Finder will be the Journal A to Z service integrated with the Knowledge and Library Hub. It provides a single comprehensive title level list of all your library's full-text e-resources, including e-journals, titles in full-text databases, and e-journal packages. Ebooks can also be included, as can print collections if desired. You can access Publications Finder or the Journal A to Z via the toolbar link. Users can also search directly for a publication title and choose if the publications available, which reflect available subscriptions. In following this procedure, you will be brought to the results page and you'll see this placard displaying the publication title with the ability to search directly within the publication by keyword. Alternatively, if you click on the Journal A to Z link, you'll be taken to the Publication Finder service, the Journal A to Z service, and from there you can search or browse for publications. The Link Resolver full-text Finder is a vendor-neutral open URL link resolver which controls item-level linking between online services, including e-journal sites, full-text and secondary research databases, etc. The Link Resolver will replace the other Link Resolver early in 2022, with full-text Finder going live from September of this year in 2021 and running parallel with the current Link Resolver. On the current design of the Knowledge Library Hub, the full-text Finder Link Resolver has been rebranded with the Access Online button for available full text, as shown here. So finally, the Holdings and Linking Management tool is a suite of tools within EBSCO Admin used to manage the full-text Finder collection, including adding, updating, removing resources from your collection used in the comprehensive knowledge base, editing coverage dates, adding notes, for example, if you wish to highlight top resources, login information, etc., and manage your full-text Finder Link Resolver targets, so where users are going to be directed to access the current full text subscription, and so on. So again, you'll just see a screenshot of the dashboard for Health Education England. And now we're going to switch over to the desktop to view this live. So we're just going to share screens here. So now you should see the Knowledge and Library Hub. So the first thing to know, obviously, is the search box. We can search for titles of publications. So for example, again, as shown in the PowerPoint, you can start typing for your title, and you'll notice you have a list of popular terms, which are based on the search terms generated from logs from around the world. And then you have the list of publications. So the publications here would indicate the library holdings that are available to you. So we can choose British Journal of Nursing, for example, and then when we see the results list shortly, you'll see we have this placard above the results list indicating that we can link directly to the publication, or we can search within the publication. So for example, we can look for art and click directly and perform a keyword search within the publication itself. So now the results appearing in the center there are appearing in the British Journal of Nursing. If we go back and to the new search, and if we want to browse for a title, so Journals A to Z is the publication search service or publication finder. So this is the new interface for Publication Finder, which was launched early last year and has been rolled out to a number of accounts worldwide. And this will be the default entry point for Publication Finder for the NHS going forward in September for A to Z journals. So you can see here we've got on this page the ability to search for title. You can use the alphabetical listing to browse and also browse databases and browse subjects. There are other options to search. You can search for subject, serial number, book number, publisher, and you can choose the various search options such as the exact match if you know the exact title, or if you know the phrase. You've also got the option to search by proximity, which searches for keywords within 10 words or less of each other in any order. So we can search for a title here. Again, we'll choose the same one, British Journal of Nursing. As I type, you'll see the autocomplete feature comes up, indicating that this account has that journal available. So the autocomplete for publications indicates that is this available subscription. So click on the British Journal of Nursing, and you'll see the entry appearing here. Okay. Now at the moment, we've got the contains option, so any of those words would appear as you see in the results there. But of course, the one we're looking for is British Journal of Nursing. If we know the title, of course, as we do in this case, we can go for the exact match and run the search there, and then we'll only see one entry for this and the various options to access that title. If you click more, you'll see additional information such as the subject headings, the alternate title, the publisher, and frequency. And of course, you would go to the corresponding link to access the full text of that journal title. Alternatively, you may search for subject. So click on subject here, and we can go for nursing, and then run the search here. And you'll see we've got a list of titles. These are sorted. You can sort these by title, and you can also filter the results here. So we may want to be limited to peer-reviewed titles only. Select that option to filter to peer-reviewed journals in nursing. You'll see also you can browse other subjects. You can see we've got nursing here, women's health, oncology. So if you're looking for oncology titles, select that filter by subject. So the subjects relate to the medical headings. These are based on MESH and also the general title level index provided by EBSCO as well. So again, if you click on any one of these, you'll see we've got the general as well as the medical headings here. Okay. Now, if you wanted to use the alphabetical listing, you can just click on the, for example, J here, JO, and then we can choose again, filter by peer-reviewed content, nursing, and if you scroll down, we'll come to a journal such as the Journal of Advanced Nursing, which we're looking for here. Okay, obviously, if you know the title or the keywords in the title, you do a keyword search there. But that's an alternative, and that's the A to Z browse, which was very popular with our original EBSCO A to Z service, and was implemented on a short-term basis for the original publication finder via app, and it's now built into the new publication finder interface. So that is available. So if we could just click, we do a refresh here, and then we'll look at browsing by database. So here you'll see the alphabetical listing of available databases. These will be EBSCO as well as non-EBSCO databases, but we'll go to CINAHL here in this instance, and then it brings up a list of the full text journals available within CINAHL. So this is again related to full text finder. So you're looking at full text publications that are available, and as you may be aware, the standard CINAHL database has 70 full text titles. If you have access to CINAHL Complete or CINAHL Plus full text, then you may see, and you certainly will see, more full text content available. So we've got the alphabetical listing here. You can click on filters. Again, you can filter to peer-reviewed content, or you can specify a particular subject area. So if you purely only want nursing titles, then go to the nursing subject filter there, and you can see a list of titles, and you can see that these are 20. These are also available, of course, in CINAHL. Okay, so again, and you can go to the corresponding information on here. So clear the filters. So that's the browse databases feature. So if we click on there again and go to M, at the top there, then we can go to the Medline data titles as well if appropriate there. So again, this just takes you to Medline here, the Medline database specifically. Okay, and then we got the browse subjects feature here. So this is where you can filter by subject. So again, these are based on mesh and also combined with the title level index known as the general headings provided by EBSCO. So you can go to a particular area. For example, we'll drop down here and we'll look at, just scroll through these headings here. And you can see on the right-hand side the corresponding number of publications for each of these headings. So again, you can see here, for example, human behavior, hospital pharmacy, and so on. So for example, you can go to any of these areas. Okay. So let's just choose one from this list. Go down a bit further here, and we'll choose one, and then we can bring up a list of available publications here. So I'm just waiting to scroll down further. So for example, lung cancer, you've got these 4 publications available, as you see here. So again, a variety of ways to search or browse for titles. Again, you can search for a publication if you prefer, or if you know the ISSN there. So if you want to go for publisher, then you could enter the particular publication here. So for example, we can use, again, Elsevier, okay, and then bring up the corresponding list of publications, okay. So this obviously will reflect not only national core content holdings, subscriptions, but also local holdings as they have been uploaded. So EBSCO are in the process of adding content for you so that would be visible to the end user. So this is the end user interface to browse for publications and so on. Okay. Now I just want to go back to the Knowledge and Library Hub. So we're going to go back here and just run a brief search just to highlight the application of the full text finder link resolver. So again, we could do a search here. For example, we could look at COVID-19, choose from the popular terms in the Knowledge Library Hub, which is Discovery. And then when we've done that, you'll see a list of available records, and you'll see this link, Access Online. If you hover over this, you'll see it says Access Full Text File, Full Text Finder, and that will link you directly to the appropriate publication. So again, that will take you to the publication. Okay. So again, you got the filters on the left. Okay. So again, that's just to highlight the fact that the full text file link resolver has been rebranded to reflect Access Online. That will take you to the preferred publication. Okay. So we're going to spend now the majority of the time or just reviewing the holdings management tool. So we're going to go there now to the EBSCO admin site. So this is eadmin.ebscohost.com. So once you've signed in, you'll come to this page, which is the dashboard, which by default is the Customize Services tab. And so a couple of things to note. First of all is the EBSCO admin security. So again, who has access to accounts to administer and so on. I won't spend too much time on some of these features because we do have a new session coming up for the NHS library staff, which is going to look at holdings management as an overview, or a more in-depth review. This is just a brief overview of what to expect. So we are going to go to holdings management now. So click on that tab. Okay, and then show you the current state of play with regard to holdings on this account. So you can see here, it gives you a snapshot on this dashboard, the number of titles, so the number of library holdings. You'll see the number of packages. So these are coming from 38 packages, which are from 15 vendors. So vendors such as EBSCO, ProQuest, Sage, etc. Okay. So this just gives you a snapshot. If you are looking to add content here, then you can do it through a number of ways. You can go through the title level, package level, or vendor. If we look at titles, for example, we can do a title search here. So if we look at Journal of Advanced Nursing, you can see the autocomplete feature. This is telling us that the metadata for this journal is available from the knowledge base, as it is for all these titles. So we could choose any one of these, and we can run a search here. So you can see this is brought up, and we can sort by title if we wish. Here, we can limit to journals, as you see here. Okay. And let me just complete this. Okay. And there you go. Okay, so again, this will then bring up the list of titles related to or packages where this title may be subscribed from. You can see we've got Hinari selected here from the World Health Organization. That's selected. So essentially, if you were to look to add this title from another provider, publisher, then you can simply come in here and select this title, and also select the entire package. So the nice thing about the holdings management tool that was introduced a number of years ago is that there's much more flexibility than its predecessor, the AZ administration site, because basically you can search for a title, add the title individually, or you can add the entire package here if you subscribe to the entire package. In other words, Black Belt Science in this instance. So it allows you that flexibility. Likewise, and I won't do this, but you can deselect as well. So you can remove the title that's available through Hinari, or you can remove the entire package. So again, you can do those options are available. If you prefer, of course, and you can filter, by the way, to see what you've got selected currently. So again, this will just home in on the related titles that are selected here on this account. And of course, you can limit it by source type, etc. You can also go into packages, of course, and you get various packages here. So for example, if we go to the Sage collection, click search, and you can see the available packages, and you can filter it if it's been selected or not, and then limit to, for example, e-journals here. And you see the package name, the vendor, of course, the content type, it's e-journals, which we filtered by, the number of titles that are available, and then you can select from here. So you can select the entire package. So within the titles option, you can set the individual title as well as the package if you prefer. Packages, obviously you're only selecting the title or the package here. You can go into these packages, of course, and then you can search for the available titles. So there are 25 here. And of course, from this listing, you can select individual titles as well. Okay. If we now go back a step, and we'll go back to vendors and look at titles again. So if you can go to vendors, and obviously search for a vendor here. So we look for EBSCO, for example, click search. And you'll see here we've got obviously EBSCO, the general, you've got the EBSCO open access list, and you've got EBSCO generally. So there are 655 packages available through EBSCO, of which 13 have been selected. So if we click on the EBSCO as the vendor name here, it will bring up this page and you can view the packages that are available. So, and you can see which ones have been selected. So if you want to view the selected content, then go to selected here and you can see this listing. Okay. Not surprisingly, these are databases. So you can see here the CNL titles are 70 available titles in this aggregated full text and 70 are selected. So these are the databases. Okay, and the links are provided automatically here. Okay, so anything you select from the knowledge base is designated as a managed title. So again, you have that option to select directly from the knowledge base, and that will then make that publication, that package, visible to the end user through the publication search service, the Journal A to Z service. So this is the back-end administrative tool for Publication Finder, which you will know as Journal A to Z according to the Knowledge and Library Hub. So this is where you are adding content and also removing content when appropriate. So if we look again for some titles that have been added previously, so we're just going to go for, let's go for British Journal of Nursing so far. Okay, and we go for selected here. Okay. So just wait that to load quickly. Okay, so we've got this available here, as you see. So if you go to one of these pages, let's go for the Hanari one for now, and you'll see on this page, this is the title page for this journal publication from Hanari, and you'll see on this, it tells us it's also selected, it confirms that, and also has the ability to hide this publication. So you may wonder, why would you do that if you have it selected? So hide this publication basically is a tool that you can use if you're in the process of setting up electronic access to a publication and you've not yet registered with the publisher. Okay, so it can be used in that way. There is a preview option as well, by the way. So if you click on this, it will link to the page that your users should be seeing. So it shows you what your users should see. So it's a great tool so that you know that this is working. Okay. You'll also see we have the managed coverage dates here. So we have this one from January 1992 to the present. You can change the custom coverage dates. So for example, you can go to 2007, example, you can have an end date, and then you can have the split coverage, so you can resume January, and you'll see the coverage displayed here. Okay, so this is what the end user would see. Now, the format here is the US date format. However, with Publication Finder, it will be customized so that the UK format will be shown on screen. So you won't see 1204, you'll see 412. That was the 4th of December. Okay, for this particular time frame. Okay, so the UK date format will override what you see in EBSCO admin. Okay, so that's where you can edit the coverage dates for a particular publication. Okay. You'll see also, apart from the links, so I'm going to discard and continue here. You'll see the links here displayed. So these are generated automatically when you select from the Nodge base. There are notes that you can add, by the way. So you can add notes to annotate a record, both for the end user in Publication Search Service. So if we go to the notes area on the top right, you can add a new note here. So essentially what you can do here is add a note name. So it could be a top 10 resource, for example, top 10 journal, okay, whatever it might be, just free text, and then you can display that to unauthenticated users when they use guest access. Show in full text finder, which is the link resolver menu, which you'll be bypassing in any case, because the full text will be linked directly to the journal publication. And then you have the show on publication, so on Publication Finder. So when you go to the Journal A to Z browse and you view that publication, you will see the corresponding note for that journal, that publication. You can also select from the icon library here. So you can choose any one of these. and then you can add the hover text, so what your users will see when you hover over the text, the option there, and then you have the link URL when the icon is clicked if you want to include a URL to link them to a specific page. It may be that you're trying to highlight login information for a particular title, and maybe you're directing to a preferred page or an inquiry point, etc. So there are a number of ways that you can explore this. Again, we cover some of this in the holdings management session as well, which will be running separately. This is just the recording for a preview of what to expect. There's also the links as well. So you'll see the links option here. So any links that are generated are again listed here. So this is what full text finder will be using, the link resolver, to direct your users to the appropriate full text content. Again, we'll explore that in more detail in the designated holdings and link management training session, which will be up and running in early May, from early May. Okay, so they're the links. Okay, so that essentially is the means by which you can add content to be visible to the end user. So there are more options, such as the ability to add customer sources. These are individual titles that you can add, which may not be available from the knowledge base. So you click create customer source, add the title name, you assign it to a custom package or create a custom package. So everything has to be assigned to a package, either from the knowledge base or a custom package. So for example, if you're adding print titles, then you'd give obviously the publication name, and it could be your print collection 2021 or whatever it might be. Indicate if it's peer reviewed. You can choose the resource type, etc., publisher, and so on. And then you can add coverage dates here as well. So again, this is just a taster really of what to expect. You can add a custom package from the outset here as well. Okay, to begin with. And then you can select when you add an individual customer source. Okay, so we won't explore the other options. Again, we'll reserve those for the future training that we'll be running. However, I want to remind you that we do have extensive support material available. If you go to the support and training link on the top right there, you will see this is the EBSCO Connect portal. And on here, you can view the tutorials. And you'll see we have tutorials for administrators, and that includes links to holdings management, the overview here as well. Okay, so you can get an overview of holdings management, perhaps before you attend the live session. So again, feel free to view these online. In addition to that, we do have the learning link, which is the link to EBSCO Academy, our learning management system. And on here, you can browse the collection of videos. So again, you can explore what's available here. So for example, you've got EBSCO Admin, you have Full Text Finder, videos available, the Publication Finder, and you've also got the e-learning paths here. So the e-learning paths are self-paced courses that you can attend or sign up for. And you can see here we've got the EBSCO Discovery Service, and we've also got one for Full Text Finder. So again, these will give you a series of videos with quizzes to assess your learning. You can earn micro credentials for these courses. You do need to register, by the way. That means you need to either be an EBSCO Connect account holder, or you can request an account from this page as well. Okay, so you can set that up. You can actually request that from us, and then you can register for those e-learning courses and take them in your own time. Okay. And then finally, we do have the, in addition to that, we do have webinar recordings as well that are available. So again, if you're looking for a recording or previous webinar, then you can browse or search for these sessions here. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Okay, and just want to say thank you for watching this session, which I hope you found informative as an introduction to Full Text Finder for the NHS in England.